everyone? Unshaven Mountain Man Phil here, and welcome to the weekend preview for February 10th, 2013. And what a week it's been for multiple different reasons. Lots of crazy stuff that's happened, some of which may directly affect the uploading schedule of this coming week. There was already something that was going to affect the uploading schedule of this coming week, so you're definitely going to want to watch this video to find out what to expect in this week, because it's going to be a little bit different than usual, okay? So much to talk about. Let's very quickly recap this past week. I completed my playthroughs of Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch, as well as Grand Theft Auto 4 this past Monday, and I did a video review of Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch, the Hateful Truth video review, on Monday. Admittedly, I'm gonna be honest. Once again, less than 10,000 views. In fact, I don't even think it hit 8,000 views for something that I probably put about 4 to 5 hours of work into to get it to edit and to work properly. It's a little disheartening, but I'm not going to stop. I do like the video style review where I have game footage in the review, and for what it's worth, I probably got a few dozen messages from viewers and fans who said that's probably the best review that I've ever done, because I perfectly timed the clips of the game with what I was talking about, and you really understood what I was talking about because I timed the clips perfectly and I had pertinent stuff going on during the video. So thank you to those who enjoyed it and watched it. If you haven't yet, maybe it's just because you're not interested in Ni no Kuni, but even that being said, I do know when I used to do these video style reviews, they used to get anywhere between 20 to 50,000 views. I fully expected when I moved all these vlog style videos to a new channel that the views were going to drop. So it's okay, it's just a little bit disheartening. I'm really hoping that for games that people want to know my opinion on in the future, that it does start to build a better viewer base and a larger, more consistent viewer base, so that I'm not putting in all this work and unfortunately not that many people are seeing it. And by no means is that a complaint. Like I said, when I moved these vlog style videos to the King of Hate Vlogs, I knew that there was going to be a drop in views. I just know that I could put my time towards other things rather than 5 hours to work on a game review. If people aren't really that interested in it, I could do other stuff. So that's really what I'm trying to test here right now, okay? Alright, new games this week. We had a release day unboxing that was huge because we had the Dev Team Edition of Dead Space 3, where you had some really neat things, including this cool marker, little mini statuette, all kinds of collector's edition stuff, and also we had an unboxing of Sly 4. There was no unboxing of Fire Emblem for the Nintendo DS, and the reason there wasn't was because, or the Nintendo 3DS, a lot of people have been asking me over the course of the week, why didn't you unbox it? My GameStop apparently this week was way behind. They didn't have it. No, they didn't have Fire Emblem. They didn't even have the strategy guide for Dead Space 3, which I would have liked to have gotten, because I would have known while I was doing my co-op playthrough with John Rambo this week of where certain secrets and things were. Like, for example, where's Peng, which is this hidden item that gives you a 50 gamer point achievement. It's real simple, but I would have known if I had the strategy guide. I didn't have it, and so we missed it. So I don't know what happened with GameStop this past week. They didn't have stuff on time, and therefore I didn't get Fire Emblem, okay? It doesn't mean I'm not going to get it. In fact, I'm looking forward to getting it. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that in the later on in this video, because of the schedule this week. Some things may get screwed up. But anyway. And so Tuesday, Wednesday, I did a co-op playthrough of Dead Space 3 with John Rambo, and so all you saw Tuesday, Wednesday was about 20 videos a day of Dead Space 3. Starting on Thursday, I started my playthrough of Sly 4, Thieves in Time. And ever since Thursday, every single day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I've been doing half and half. Some Dead Space, some Sly. And I'm pleased to report that as of yesterday, last night, I beat Sly 4. So basically, I'm done with the two major games for this week. I just have to upload the footage now. So over the course of today and tomorrow, you're going to see the remaining parts and the conclusion of both games, okay? Both concluding tomorrow, Monday. I do want to mention that I did actually see that there has been some trailing off of views on playthroughs, even of newer games. And what I mean is this. For example, Dead Space 3. Launch day, Tuesday, when I uploaded the videos, huge attention, huge views, and over the course of the week, the views have even built on the first, say, 20 parts, the videos that I uploaded on Tuesday. But what I've been noticing is views are sharply trailing off for these playthroughs when it comes to, say, day 3, day 4, okay? And what I really feel is that it's because my viewer base, I really think, is changing. Because if you remember, past 2 years, what I would do on launch day, I would play a game from start to finish and upload all the videos. So on launch day, I might even have a full playthrough of this game up when most people probably only had 10 parts up. And so I think that people used to rush to my channel, these people who wanted to see the endings of games and wanted to see it like right away. This year I changed my uploading style because last year I literally saw like 1/3 of my views drop. So when you see that much of a drop, you realize there's something wrong. And taking fan feedback and information, people have said, you just upload too many videos. We can't keep up. We don't necessarily want to watch an entire playthrough in one day. You know, we really would like to see you do slower uploads, more gradually upload over the course of the week, which is what I've been doing now for the past month. And once again, it's hard to tell how I'm doing performance-wise simply because it's a slower time of the year, but at the same time, YouTube view counts have been messed up. Like, it looks like I got just under maybe 6 million views for January, and that is way lower than it was in 2012, but at the same time, not that many great titles, more controversial titles like Devil May Cry that a lot of people skipped, didn't even want to be bothered with. So it wasn't like a blockbuster month where I had all this content to give you guys. Last year I had MagFest footage, and that was huge. That footage got massive views. This year it was a little different. So it's very hard for me to gauge what's going on right now. But if anyone has any suggestions on how to retain viewership on a playthrough that's going over multiple days, this is something new for me. Like I said, typically I would upload an entire game within 2 or 3 days. Now I'm taking the entire course of a week, if not more, to upload these playthroughs, and I want to find a way to retain viewership, and I don't know how to do it because I've never done it before. So if anyone has recommendations, I know that now it seems like the people who are watching my videos are more along the people who are buying the game, they're playing the game, and then they're watching my playthrough along with it. And so if you haven't beaten the game yet, obviously you don't want to spoil yourself, and I can understand that. So I don't know. It's a brave new world for me right now, and I'm really trying to get my mind around it and grasp it on what's going on. I mean, it could be perfectly fine. It could be that in a week or two, you know, as people beat the game, they watch the whole playthrough, and therefore it's fine. But the last thing I want is a playthrough where the first 20 parts have like 10,000 or more views, and the last 20 parts have less than 1,000 views on each. I mean, that would be a waste of time. Why am I even finishing the game? You know what I mean? If people aren't watching and they don't care. So it's really just confusing right now. So I'd like your feedback. Please let me know what you think. And, you know, we'll go from there. By no means am I changing up anything that I'm doing right now. It's going to continue for now, okay? Okay, so, in addition to just the gameplay from this past week, we had a couple pretty interesting things happen. First of all, the delay of Rayman Legends for 7 months, and the game now becoming a multi-platform game rather than a console exclusive. And I did a rant video on it, and then it actually got leaked that the development team was extremely displeased with this because they had been worked massive amounts of overtime to rush this game out and get it ready for February on the Wii U, and then just to be told at the last minute, in the 11th hour when the game was going to be basically produced and ready for sale on February 26th, to be told, oh, by the way, the game's delayed 7 months, so you basically really killed yourself for nothing. You could have taken your time. You know, is really disheartening for them. And I exploded. I did a video on how angry I was about the situation. There is a petition that you can sign right now. It's just about to hit 7,500 total signatures, and I get the feeling over the course of the next week it's going to probably go even way higher than that, where you can sign it and try to make Ubisoft realize how stupid of a decision they're making by delaying all versions of Rayman Legends till September. And it's a petition to get the Wii U version released on February 26th so that all the hard work of the dev team doesn't go to waste. So, excuse me. So please, in the description of this video, I'm going to link that petition. If you're in support of this, please sign the petition, okay? Alright, so that was this past week. Lots of stuff happened. Now let's talk about this coming week and how it's been affected by a snowstorm. That's right. This week, we had the biggest snowstorm in probably over 20 years here in Connecticut, to the point where right here where I live, I got over 3 feet of snow. Right now, it's day 3. This snow's been there for 3 days. I'm still snowed in. There's been no plowing in the lot. The roads aren't plowed. My car is still completely buried in snow. Just this morning I went out there and people are actually finally trying to dig their cars out, but they can't move them because the lot's not plowed. There's nowhere for this snow to go. And so it's still going to be a several-day cleanup effort here in Connecticut to try to get things back to at least semi-normal. So what does this mean? This could directly affect what's going to happen this week because for two reasons. Number one, the snow and my mobility, my ability to go out and buy new games. But number two, Panda Lee is actually scheduled to visit me late on Wednesday through Monday. So this is her time of the month to visit, and that could be affected too. And so here's the deal. Here's what's at least laid out for now. As of today, I'm going to be working on the Dead Space 3 review. Tomorrow, I'm going to be working on the Sly 4 review. So on Monday, that's right, you're not going to see one, you're going to see two Hateful Truth game reviews with full video footage, just like I've done my past several reviews that people are so, happy about. They love them. Those reviews are going to be on the King of Hate vlogs, okay? So if you want to see my feelings about the games, and you want to see, my honest, maximum truth, minimum bullshit with full video explanation, definitely check it out on Monday. It's going to be an eventful day here on the King of Hate vlogs because of that. But in addition, I had an idea. I said, well, I know it's not going to take me the entire day to do those reviews. It's going to take me several hours. Like I said, it takes me 3 to 5 hours to do those, but I'll still have a couple hours where I can do some gameplay. And I tossed around in my head, what should I do? And then I came to an epiphany. I was like, wait a minute. What came out this past week that I had to completely bypass because of its timing? I said, oh, that's right, the Skyrim Dragonborn DLC. That DLC, unfortunately, got tossed around by Bethesda because they're a bunch of idiots, and finally was announced that this week on PC it would be released. Of course, it's a horrible week because there were already 2 major retail releases coming out. So I didn't get to play it, but now it looks like I'm going to have some time. So what I'm thinking of doing is today, after I finish, creating the Dead Space 3 review, and tomorrow after I finish creating the Sly 4 review, I'm going to be playing the Skyrim Dragonborn DLC and hopefully completing it, recording of it by the end of tomorrow. Now, the original plan for this week, just to give everyone some perspective, before 3 feet of fucking snow got dumped on my head, which I didn't appreciate, by the way, the plan was that Tuesday morning, I would go to GameStop and I would pick up Aliens Colonial Marines. And I would play the living hell out of the game on Tuesday. Like, I was going to play it from the second I got home and did the unboxing video till like 10 or 11 at night. So maybe get like 6 to 8 hours of footage recorded. And then on Wednesday, do the same thing. Wake up, play the game, and record as much as I can because I believe that Panda Lee is actually going to be arriving in Connecticut around like between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I would still have a significant amount of time there to play the game. And I was hoping between those 2 days I could beat the campaign of the game, okay? I wasn't going to do co-op. I knew that this week, because Panda Lee's visit, that it wasn't going to be like a full cooperative playthrough. I wasn't going to be able to have logistically do that. So I'm going to play the game by myself for once, one of these co-op games. Oh my god, he's actually doing a single-player playthrough, just like I used to, honestly. I never used to do these full, elaborate co-op playthroughs. And the plan was that what I would do is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I would upload Aliens Colonial Marines along with the Dragonborn DLC. So again, this week, even though I would be busy with, with Panda Lee's visit, you'd still be able to see, wow, 2 playthroughs are constantly uploading because I would have played the games ahead of time and been able to space them out like that. And this would have been the first visit from Panda Lee where I would be able to consistently put out footage, and it wouldn't be, her visit wouldn't interfere with my upload schedule, okay? Of course, now the problem is that because 3 feet of snow got dumped on us, I have absolutely no clue whatsoever whether or not the roads will be cleared, the lot will be cleared, if I'll even be able to get to GameStop to pick up Aliens Colonial Marines on Tuesday. And bottom line is, it's so bad in Connecticut, even if I were to go on Amazon right now and order overnight, please deliver on Tuesday, I don't even know if the mail's going to resume by then. That's how bad it is in Connecticut right now. We're so slammed by snow, there's nowhere for it to go. People, like you would think, oh, plows would be on the road today to clean stuff up. People are digging themselves out of their houses. They haven't even gotten out of their houses yet, let alone get ready to go to open a business or start plowing or anything like that. So it's really that bad of a situation here in Connecticut. And I know there'll be people, oh, I live in Sweden and Norway and we get this every week. Well, guess what? That's because that's your climate. That's your natural climate in your region. You guys are equipped for this kind of weather. We're not equipped for this here, okay? We usually don't get this kind of weather. Now, isn't it crazy how we get the hottest of the hot, the coldest of the cold, hurricanes, blizzards. We get like the combination of the worst pieces of fucking weather here in Connecticut, which is why I don't want to live here anymore. I want to get the fuck out of here. I want to go somewhere where things are more consistent, and I don't have to worry about this kind of bullshit, especially with my back. If I were 10 years younger, I'd be out there shoveling everyone's cars out, but my back's fucked up. I can't even go out and clean off my car. I have to wait for someone to plow so that I can clean off my car and have somewhere to put the snow. And honestly, I'm going to probably have to call my dad. He's going to have to help me. This is a huge fucking problem for me. And so I need to get the fuck out of here. I really do. And that's why I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that things go well this year with the changes that I'm instituting, and that at least by the end of this year, even with the fact that there have been some negatives like a renegotiation of my contract and me making less money, that I could still get the fuck out of Connecticut and go somewhere better, because I can't take this anymore. I really can't. So that being said, the plan is still that hopefully by Tuesday morning they will have plowed the roads, I will have been able to clean off my car, get it running, and I'll be able to make it to GameStop Tuesday morning to get this game. Problem is, there's no guarantee. To be completely honest, there's no guarantee that by Wednesday I'm going to have my car out of the snow and I'll be able to pick up Panda Lee. So a lot of things right now are kind of up in the air, which is kind of pissing me off because, you know, this is my livelihood. If I can't pick up the game, I can't even pick up my girlfriend, I'm stuck here all week, what am I going to eat? You know what I mean? Like, I have some food, but not enough for a full week to just sit here and eat at home. It's really frustrating. So the weather really did kind of screw everyone over in Connecticut this week. This is a rare situation where Connecticut got the worst of it. The two storms that were coming in the northeast of the United States literally converged on where I live in Connecticut, and we got the most snow and the worst weather out of everyone who got affected by this storm. It's just worst case scenario, but whatever. You know, I lose power for a fucking week in October. I get snowed in February. It is what it is. Connecticut sucks ass. So, I'm still maintaining the plan. I'll have updates for everyone over the course of the week. Like, for example, tomorrow, if this lot still isn't plowed, I have to call my condo association. I'm literally going to say, listen, I have to work, and I can't work if I can't drive. So you have to get this fucking thing cleaned up so that I can get to work, or else you basically snowed me in and I'm going to get fired. Now, of course, that's not true. I can't get fired, you know, but it's true. There are people here who need to get to work tomorrow. It's Monday. Business will resume, and we need to get the fuck out of here. So I'm hoping that by tomorrow they have someone here to clean this shit up. We'll see what happens. I'll keep everyone in the know over the course of this week. Twitter, Facebook are critical and things like this when I keep people informed. Keep in mind, this is an open relationship, and I have been a lot more interactive with my fans this year. So feel free to ask questions. Feel free to start conversations with me. Not to say that I can obviously respond to everything or talk to everyone, but I've been a lot more responsive this year. So definitely keep your eyes open for that. At They Call Me DSP on Twitter, excuse me, at They Call Me DSP on Twitter, just They Call Me DSP on Facebook, or my fan page I think is They Call Me DSP1 on Facebook. On any of those you can stay in contact with me. So that's the rough plan. Today, continuation of Dead Space 3 and Sly 4, and the weekend preview which you're watching now. Tomorrow, the conclusion of both of those games, plus the reviews of both of those games. Fingers crossed, Tuesday, the beginning of Aliens Colonial Marines, and then over the course of this week, Aliens Colonial Marines campaign continues, plus the Dragonborn DLC. So if Aliens isn't your cup of tea, you've still got something that you can watch. I know a lot of people were huge fans of my Skyrim playthrough, and a return to Skyrim after this long is going to probably be pretty interesting. So that's what's on the agenda this week. I hope that you'll join me. Again, there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to do this stuff. At the least, I'll still be able to play Dragonborn. I'm just going to be very disappointed if I can't get my hands on Aliens early enough. If I can't, like let's say I can't get the game till Wednesday, then there's going to be significantly less footage of it, and then it's going to be kind of a cliffhanger until the last week of February where there's almost no new releases. In fact, I don't think there's any new releases now that Rayman got delayed. So maybe then will be a chance for me to catch up. We'll talk more about it once we see what happens with the situation here in Connecticut, okay? But that's that. It's kind of up in the air. I apologize to everyone that I can't give you a consistent schedule this week. I know some people might also say, well, Phil, are you going to do any vlogs with Panda Lee? Are you going to do any playthroughs with Panda Lee? There's a possibility. I'm not guaranteeing anything because right now I don't even know what's going to happen with her trip. if I'm going to be able to pick her up, if we're going to be mobile enough to even be going around doing anything. So we'll see what happens. More info later this week. But for now, you at least know the rough outline of what to expect. That's it for the weekend preview. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for everything. Please join me for gameplay of the conclusion of 2 good games this next day or so, and then the reviews, and then new games coming on Tuesday. Fingers crossed, hopefully. And thanks a lot for everything. I'll see you for new gameplay this week and new vlogs. I'm DSP. This has been the Weekend Preview. Peace out.